The conservative girlies are fighting and I'm here for it, so let's go be nosy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki, and today we have to take a look at X and see what's going on with KIMBERLY KLACIK and Candace Owens. They are going back and forth. The girlies are fighting. I had no idea how entertaining this could be. You know, it's so interesting. It's like, you know how when your neighbors are fighting, but you don't really have anything to do with them, but you still want to be nosy. So you go outside and you like vacuum the grass or you walk your pet fish just to see what they're saying and what's happening. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. Anyway, before we get into this X beef, make sure that you smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. Let's get on the algorithm. If you guys can all like the video, that would be so amazing. Share the video with your friends, turn on your post notifications so that you know every single time there's a new video. And if you want to donate to the channel, every little thing helps because we are really trying to grow this channel and improve this channel. You can always hit up our Cash App and our Venmo that's right there on your screen. There's a thanks button right below this video. You can throw supers in the comment section and join to become a member. All right, let's go ahead and switch this over to X so that we can just be a little nosy. All right, you guys, so this started out on the 14th. Matt Walsh put out a post on X right here, basically stating that what Project Constitution posted regarding the audio of Haley Robson speaking with the young girl regarding E-Man, it stirred up a lot of drama because he confidently said that the voice on that audio that the DOJ provided was Erica Reginae Pinocchio Kirk, which then stirred up a bunch of drama because people truly believe that it was, only for it to be debunked shortly afterwards, and everybody found out that that was not Erica Reginae Pinocchio Kirk, but it was Haley Robson. So Matt Walsh has some things to say. Basically, he's saying that this is how defamation works. I'm just going to read just a small tidbit of what he had to say, which is what I have highlighted, and then we're going to get into the mess. Matt Walsh says, "Can Erica sue over it? Does she have any recourse at all? Sure, she can sue. I hope she does. But in order to win a lawsuit, she'd have to prove that this person posted this nonsense knowing it wasn't true. And then she'd probably have to prove damages. And then she'd have to hope that the broke asshole," that was mean, "who posted and amplified it actually have the funds to pay, which they don't." How you know, Matt? Anywho, all of this will take a long time, years potentially, to sort itself out in court. Even if she wins, it won't make a difference to the people who've already decided that she's some kind of cartoon villain. They'll just use the fact of the lawsuit as proof that Erica Reginae Pinocchio Kirk, he didn't put that in there, I did, has something to hide. Meanwhile, she will have only further highlighted and called attention to the very lies she's trying to rectify in court. So in other words, it's the useless, ultimate lose-lose scenario. KIMBERLY KLACIK comes on along, putting her nose in the business that doesn't pay her, and she said, "Correct. Which is why I had to dismiss my case against your friend Candace. I couldn't prove malice." I hope you didn't think Candace was going to just sit there and let that happen. Absolutely not. Candace Owens replies to KIMBERLY KLACIK and says, "No, Kimberly. What actually happened was you broke down crying during your deposition once my lawyer asked you a direct question about a drug dealer. You didn't expect us to have the drug dealer's name and number after we asked you about cocaine usage, but we had both because my source was another stripper. You then cried, apologized to my face, and moved to dismiss mid-deposition. And in case you woke up wanting to try me this morning, you should know there's a remaining transcript and video of the sidebar your lawyer subsequently requested trying to get that drug dealer question altogether dismissed with the judge. And it's in my possession. Have a blessed day." Okay, Candace, wait a minute. Calm down. It's early, girl. So then Kimberly Classic, she had to bite back because she was like, you're not about to just tell me off. So Kimberly wrote Candace and said, I'm not Erica Regine Pinocchio Kirk. She didn't add the extra names. That's me. And I don't just fight on social media. Well, we know how you feel about Erica Regine Pinocchio Kirk now, don't we? Candace has some more to say. Candace goes, correct. Erica Regine Pinocchio Kirk would have enough legal sense to know that if she boo-hoo cried and asked us to end a deposition, and then we subsequently signed an agreement for confidentiality to hide her boo-hoo breakdown from the public, it would be a bad idea for her to then violate the confidentiality, which really only benefited her. You see, the beauty of being me is I love allowing the public in. I have nothing to hide, and I intended to honor keeping mum about the emotional breakdown you had. But we are not going to have you out here lying about what happened or why the case ended. It was over a question about cocaine usage, and you panicked when we asked about the specific drug dealer. The deposition then got paused, and your attorney requested a judge to try to get the question dropped from the deposition. The judge took my attorney's side, and the question was valid and relevant. You guys then folded mid-deposition. She called her a bird brain. Wow. Kimberly, I don't think she liked being called a bird brain. I wouldn't like being called a bird brain. So Kimberly comes back and she says, in case you didn't see, Candace admitted I dismissed the case. She didn't win. Now, what she posted here was a article headline. Looks like it says, Candace Owens wins $115K against Black conservative Kimberly Classic, who sued her for defamation. So she's like, well, she didn't win. I dismissed it. But she also didn't deny why she dismissed it, which is because she was asked a specific question about something drug related and the dealer, and she lost it. But she's like, but I didn't lose. That's what she's saying. She's like, I didn't lose. So then she goes on to post again and she writes, let's talk about your charges, Candace Owens. Then Kimberly decides to throw up this article and she's like, yeah, let's talk about your charges. So let's talk about them. This article, I've never read this article before, so this is going to be new to me too. Victim of alleged hate crime arrested on harassment charges. All right, here we go. The victim of an alleged hate crime in which the mayor's son was a suspect was arrested yesterday, accused of sending threatening messages from her Facebook.com account, police said. Candace Owens, she was 18 at the time, of 235 West Main Street, Stamford, was charged yesterday with second-degree threatening and second-degree harassment. Owens allegedly sent a digital message to another person's account threatening physical harm, said Stamford Police Sergeant Joseph Kennedy. He was not able to say that last night when the message was sent or give any details about its content. Kennedy said the victim in the case was not involved in the February matter, which 5 teenagers in a car allegedly left Owens racist voicemail messages. One of the boys was identified by sources with knowledge of the case as Mayor Malloy's 14-year-old son. Owens was then a senior at Stanford High School. The messages were sent days after an argument in school with a fellow student, Evan Kopech, who was charged with first-degree harassment and second-degree intimidation by bigotry or bias in the voicemail incident. Because the other suspects were juvenile, police have not commented on other charges in the case. Owens' family filed a federal lawsuit against the city in May, accusing Stanford of failing to protect her after the suspects were allowed to remain in school without suspension or expulsion. Robert Owens, Candace's father, declined last night to comment on his daughter's arrest. Owens was released on a $1,500 bond and is scheduled to appear October 26th in State Superior Court in Stamford. Wow, I wonder what came of that. Well, you could tell Kimberly Classic, she felt like she ate. She thought she ate and left no crumbs. She said, listen, I'm going to post your business. I'm going to post your dirty secrets. But I don't even know if that's a secret. I personally have just never even heard of that. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that she was a victim of racist threats or hate crimes. I didn't know that at all. But apparently she basically clapped back at those racist remarks with threatening physical harm. Interesting that they say she was arrested. I think it had a lot to do with the fact that the child in question was the mayor's son. So yeah, of course that's going to go a whole different way. I wonder if she's going to talk about this on her show. I would love to know more. So I'm going to do some digging because I want to know exactly what happened. But I just think it's interesting that he decided to bring that up. She's like, checkmate. But it doesn't look like Candace has replied. And it's been a couple of hours since that article went up. So either Candace is silent for a reason. Maybe she's with the kids. It's still breakfast time, maybe. You know, she could be getting everything set up for her show. Or she is just concocting this blowout response to Kimberly, or she's going to blast her on her show. I do not know, but you just never know with Candace. But I tell you what, I'll be here for it, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to wrap this video up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, make sure that you turn on your post notifications so that you know every single time there's a video. Share the video with your friends and other creators. And if you want to donate to the channel, everything goes to improving this channel and growing this channel. My Cash App and Venmo is right there on the screen. You can also hit the thanks button below this video, and you can throw supers in the comment section, and you can join to become a member. If you want to support me on social media, my TikTok, X, and Instagram is also right there on your screen. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. Peace.